One would usually associate a Bangalore lifestyle with an easygoing one, much like the city's weather at most times. Yet for two young entrepreneurs, life is, simply put, busy. On the show today, we travel with Arjun and Rajiv on a road trip. A journey we planned out off their hectic schedules and hoped to reignite the travel bug they had enjoyed as college students. Where does their journey take them? Find out next on The Getaway. Statistics claim Bangalore is among 10 most sought-after entrepreneurial locations in the world. The city is home to a huge percentage of the state's urban population. I'd made my way to the city to catch up with two such enterprising professionals and childhood friends, Arjun and Rajiv, before what was going to be a nostalgic getaway for the two. Do you guys do this sort of thing often? Do you do road trips?
Whenever we get time, as you know, we very rarely do we get days off because we run our own production houses. So whenever we do, and it's very rare that we get days off on the same day.
Yeah.
So
when we actually get off, like I was just saying, Mondays is at times Mondays is an off day for us.
Yeah.
While Sundays we are working. So
And post-marriage and the baby coming
yeah,
in for you,
that
it
doesn't
must
help
be-
at all.
Yeah, it
exactly.
does.
So when was the last time you guys did a road trip together?
Ooh, good 6 months at
6
least.
months.
Yeah, good 6
Okay.
months.
6 months.
So this is probably a good thing
Thanks
to
to
happen
you.
to you both.
Absolutely.
Are you
Definitely.
expecting your phones to ring today? Are you guys?
I hope not.
We've
So
just
let's
put
go
it on
somewhere where there's
silent.
no network at all.
Who's driving?
We always do this. We end up.
Pick your
All
way.
the best.
All right. Chalo, enjoy your drive. I'll catch you guys on
Sure.
the way.
Sure.
And, yeah.
Let's go.
All right. See you. So why was today's journey to Nandi Hills in the outskirts of Bangalore such an important one for Rajiv and Arjun? This is their story.
Arjun and I have been friends for a very long time, but the problem is that both of us work in an industry where it's very difficult to get days off on the same day. So whenever we do, we probably don't end up going on long drives.
It is very frustrating to not be able to get out of town. Every time we say let's head out of town, something or the other, the time factor, or just all of us getting together, trying to meet each other at a particular time, just goes haywire. So then we say, okay, chalo, let's not go out of town, let's just do something in town, let's just go meet, catch up, go out for a drink, something like that.
Lives are pretty busy with a lot of work happening for the both of us. Plus now we're both married. Arjun just had a child too, so his life has become even more busier.
Boys, road trip is the word road trip itself sounds, it brings a smile to my face. So I think when you say road trip, it really involves us just heading out, maybe stop somewhere, try out something different, things like that, where you can just keep moving and doing something that which we wouldn't do regularly.
So, but it's very, very important to make time and find time to do that, because it really helps you to relax, unwind, forget about all your issues, all your commitments, all your responsibilities, and just relax and rewind and recharge your batteries basically to continue with your lives.
There is a reason why Bangalore citizens complain about congested roads. Driving through the 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. rush hour traffic in the city is slow and tedious. So thankfully there isn't as much bumper-to-bumper traffic in Bengaluru, but there are a lot of traffic signals and the size of the roads are pretty narrow, which ensures that you move at a really slow pace. For Rajiv and Arjun though, the city's traffic was hardly a killjoy. They were simply happy to be travelling away from the city like old times again.
I think it's just our roads are very small, but I don't think our traffic is that bad.
Yeah.
As long as everybody sticks to their lane, I think perfectly fine.
The two were riding in the Hyundai Elantra. We thought the car would best complement their style and success. The stories from their youth began pouring out almost immediately.
Old memories.
Old memories. And this is where
I remember we used to look forward to that one evening of
socials.
For the entire year.
Either Sacred Hearts or Sapphires. Remember Indiana's, the burgers?
It shut down, no?
Shut down. I think it used to be one of the best and the most
make
juiciest burgers. The mayo.
The mayo was
out of the world.
When driving out of Bangalore, it is always a good idea to pack your breakfast, leave really early, or just simply skip it till you head out of the city. It's quite a stretch from Rajiv's JP Nagar home to Navayuga. The distance is approximately 40 kilometers. But once at Navayuga, you're on the highway towards the airport. The lanes get wider, the traffic reduces drastically, and your getaway well and truly begins. This is where you find your first and only toll booth in this journey. You're now on the Navayuga Devanahalli Toll Road.
Money, man.
I don't have change.
Yeah.
I don't have change. Take it off. I don't have change.
I followed past the toll soon enough and caught up with the boys' car.
One way.
Highways in India are always a delight to drive on, considering the bumper-to-bumper traffic within a city. About 15 kilometers ahead of the toll booth, both cars decided to take a little detour towards Balapur. We recommend all of you headed towards Nandi Hills take this particular left. Firstly, the road slightly on the narrower side offers a wonderful countryside drive.
As kids, we used to come to these places for picnics.
Secondly, this 17-kilometer road will lead you to the very fascinating Grover's Vineyard. Like us, you will discover this is an essential stopover on the way to Nandi Hills. The Grover's unit here is the largest and oldest one in the country. The winery tour offers a sneak peek into the winemaking process. It truly is a fascinating sight. Undoubtedly, Arjun, Rajiv and I were very excited. The company also conducts a wine tasting session like the one we found ourselves in with winemaker Karishma Grover.
The first thing we do is we look at the color. So if we have a light sauce, you should hold it up against the light sauce just to see the color. What you're looking for is color and clarity even, just to see that there's nothing in the wine. The wine that we have here is a light sort of straw yellow, but it's pale. It's not very brightly yellow. The second thing we do is smell. Now you can swirl and smell, so that it's you get a better swirl.
Smells
Yeah.
very nice.
Well, very nice.
Yes. Yeah. It's a very aromatic grape. So in fact, if you
Yes.
hadn't swirled and you had even smelled, it would have come out.
Straight through.
For a Viognier, what you get is apricots and peaches in the fruit.
Oh,
nice.
that's
Wow.
good.
Yum. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But what it is to me is incredibly perfumey, like floral perfumey. And then the next thing you'll do is taste. When you taste, try to hold it on your mouth for a bit to get the aromas and how it, the tastes. And then we'll spit.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll just swirl it, smell it. And then spit. You can move it about your mouth if you like, just to get it to coat your entire palate
Yeah.
as well. So on the palate,
It's got a very
anything?
nice.
Very nice.
Aftertaste.
Yeah,
Yeah?
the lingering thing that
It's
you
got
was-
a nice lingering
Yeah.
aftertaste, yeah. But it's very refreshing. It's got a nice acidity.
It
crispness.
is. It's very crisp. It's very nice.
Yeah,
and the smell draws you actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah,
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very.
And because it's a big fragrance, it's not such a big wine on the palate compared to the fragrance that you have. It's
So the-
much
the-
milder, much easier.
The strength, the smell is a lot more that actually gets you
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
want
Try the
want to
wine,
try
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And the taste is something that keeps you very
Yeah.
refreshing.
Yeah.
Very
And
approachable,
tingling, it
yeah.
has that tingling. We suggest the Grover's Vineyard be made a getaway by itself if you intend to enjoy a few drinks. Unfortunately, much to our dismay, with an impending drive ahead, we restricted ourselves to only a taste. So what does the tour entail?
What we do is we do a winery visit and we'll take you quite intensively through the process, pretty up close so that you can really understand how wine is made. We'll bring you down to this barrel room where we are right now. We do 5 varieties of tastings. We do 2 whites, 1 rosé and 2 reds. And then we have lunch as well upstairs. So you can spend the afternoon if you'd like.
Okay.
Then if you're a bigger group, we can help sort of personalize it or change a few things or add a few things if that's what you need.
So how did the rest of the boys' trip down memory lane turn out? We find out on the other side of this break. Welcome back to The Getaway. Childhood friends Arjun and Rajiv were on a road trip they had long desired. Escaping from their busy lives in Bangalore, they were headed towards Nandi Hills, reliving memories and creating new ones as they drove along.
All of us head straight from Bangalore up to Nandi
That's
Hills.
probably the reason why we didn't take any detours.
So none of us take the detours because it's more of go there, get across. You got all these guys who are racing, they're professionals who race, they up the hill. So it's a lot of fun.
The Grover's Winery was a new experience for all of us and one that we thoroughly enjoyed. While the boys made their way back to the highway, I drove out towards a Grover's Vineyard about 8 kilometers ahead. These sprawling farms are at an easy distance from the manufacturing unit and we would say worth a visit. Unlike me, avoid plucking these delightfully sweet grapes. Meanwhile, Arjun and Rajiv were back on the highway headed towards Nandi Hills. Once on the highway, one needs to look out for a left turn a kilometer ahead. A Nandi Hills signboard is an indicator, but you might lose it among many others. Once you take this left, the distance up to the foothills is approximately 15 kilometers. Farmland on either side and the hills in front make for a scenic drive. When you drive past this particular structure, the uphill journey begins. Arjun and Rajiv were up to the task of tackling the windy climb, which is around 6 kilometers, but may seem much longer. If you do succumb to car sickness often, this isn't a fun ride. One would never imagine just a couple of hours away from Bangalore would exist such a picturesque sight. Drive into Nandi Hills and the view is simply spectacular. Located about 4,851 feet above sea level, the hills offer a chance to chill, explore, or simply soak it all in. The boys were not giving up on any of those.
Welcome to Tomorrowland!
At Nandi Hills, one will find the infamous Tipu's Drop. It's believed that prisoners were thrown off this cliff during Emperor Tipu Sultan's reign.
This is Tipu's drop, man.
I've heard a lot about this place. Do you think Tipu Sultan used to bring everyone who disobeyed him and push them off here?
Yeah. I think we should do this more often.
Definitely.
Nandi Hills, simply put, allows you to just take some time off without that interruptive work call or the clatter of people and cars. I made my way up the hill soon enough. Having made my journey to the hills, I was not leaving without having experienced the bird's eye view.
So all those curves and that windy road leads you up here, and I think it's totally worth it. The view is just spectacular.
Do make note, entry into Nandi Hills is restricted 6 p.m. onwards. Thus we made our way into the hill drive located at the foothills below. I caught up with Arjun and Rajiv here and we exchanged our experiences for the day. The boys had enjoyed their drive and if not anything, they seem to have resolved an age-old debate on today's trip.
Well,
With
actually,
this kind of
you know what we should be doing now? I should be drinking and he should be driving.
Yeah,
without
you should
drinking.
ideally drive
no.
Yeah,
halfway
because I
back.
drove the entire way.
Yeah, fair enough. You're a better driver than me. I'm going to say it on camera.
That's
Let's not
okay.
squab about this anymore. You're
Yeah,
a
you
better
should
driver,
probably
so
just,
continue driving.
So now you take over the drive, okay? And I will hold the bottle and I will drink
and pass out.
and pass out in the car while you drive home.
Yeah, it's just fair enough.
Yeah.
And since you say he was raving about the car, you might as well.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So with Rajiv at the helm, it was time to hit the road again. For those deciding to stay overnight, the Silver Oak Farms is a great option. Here is a quick reminder of our journey. We began our journey at JP Nagar in Bangalore. and move towards the highway leading to the airport. We encounter our first toll booth on this highway called the Navayuga Devanahalli Toll booth. Riding ahead, we took a left turn towards Balapur. The Grover Vineyard lies 17 kilometers ahead on this route. Once back on the highway, take a left 1 kilometer ahead towards Nandi Hills. This ride is approximately 22 kilometers with about 6 of them being an uphill drive.